Hi, I'm Drew Snyder, and today we have tip number 2 for training in the Bob Potts Heritage Rail Trail Marathon. How do you train for a 26-mile marathon?
Well, this is my first marathon, but my running partner has run several before, so I've kind of been following his training schedule. We've been running throughout the week, and then we have our long run on Saturdays.
I usually have a long run on Saturday, and then the next week I'll drop back, and I build up. Every other week I add maybe 2 miles to my long run, so I'm up to, last week it was 14, this week it'll be 8, next week it'll be 16. I'll run a couple of 18s, maybe 2 or 3 20-milers on all the weekends between now and marathon day.
Mine's exactly the same as his, a couple weeks up and then one back, up to about 13 this weekend.
Where do you do most of your training?
I do most of it on the rail trail. It would be nice because I'll be familiar with it for the marathon, but it's the best place to find a long run. You know, you can go out and do a up and back and get a good 10 miles out.
I live in Glen Rock, about 1 block from where the rail trail crosses, so I do well over 99% of my training on the rail trail. Now my long runs are taking me well into the southern end of the marathon course, and some days I'll come in here to start at the college and I'll run the other part of the marathon course. So almost every long run will be on the trail, on part of the marathon course. I'd like to get familiar with the course.
I actually live in Philadelphia, so I run along the Schuylkill River, but I'm trying to get out here as many weekends as possible before the race.
What type of liquids do you carry on the course with you?
Whenever I do the long run, either me or my running partner has a Camelback. It's a strap on your belt, and you can carry your drink, and you can actually put in some of the sports gels in it too.
I used to go out and drive out along the course every 2 miles where roads cross the rail trail and stash a Gatorade bottle along there, but that took sometimes 45 minutes before a run. Now this year I've got this belt here that has 8 ounces and you can carry 4 of them. That's what I'm using now, because then you can drink whenever you feel like it. It doesn't have to be only where the road crosses, plus I can keep going. If I have them stashed in advance, I have to stop and my heart rate goes down, which you don't want to happen.
I also carry Cytomax in a bottle on my belt.
What is the first thing you do after your training run?
I normally stretch afterwards and then take a nap.
When I get home from a hard training run, whether it's a tempo run or a speed work during the week or a long run on the weekends, the first thing I do is get some kind of a protein replacement. Right now I have a shake that I mix up and take in from 80 to 100 grams of protein within the first half hour after my hard training runs.
There you have it. Some tips from runners training in this year's Bob Potts Heritage Rail Trail Marathon. Make sure to schedule long runs so come race day, you're ready for the long haul.